Well, the celebration of Heritage Month continued at the Oliewenhuis Art Museum in Bloemfontein, where the Mangaung Metro Municipality has explained its partnership with the various art institutions, where it signed a memorandum of understanding to improve the arts in the city and promote tourism. Now, the city has a lot of sandstone buildings that are now part of South African heritage.
Just to talk about a little bit about this place, Oliewenhuis Museum. This is a neo-Dutch style mansion that was designed by William Mollison, head of architecture in the Department of Public Works. He did this building together with his assistant John Stockwind in 1935, and the building was completed in 1941. And in 1972, that is exactly 51 years ago, this building was named Oliewenhuis due to the fact that of the olive trees that are around these surroundings, and that's how it ended up being called Oliewenhuis. And it's one of those places where activities are taking place. I'm talking about art activities that take place in Bloemfontein. But to tell us more about their involvement with the tourism and arts culture in the province is the spokesperson from the Mangaung Municipality, Kondile Kedama, to tell us about some of the agreements that they have with various stakeholders. Kondile, I believe that as the municipality, you have signed memorandum of understanding with various institutions in the province to, expedite or to promote tourism. Let's speak about those that we have signed agreement with.
Yeah, we have a memorandum of understanding with a number of institutions, and we focus on institutions of higher learning also, because the intention is to make sure that we integrate our plans. One of the things that is important about TVET, the memorandum that the executive mayor has just signed with Motheo TVET College, it's making sure that we create opportunities for these learners who are not necessarily into the academic space. Some they are in the creative space. You'd remember that in CUT, Central University of Technology, we encourage things like tourism and innovation. But with TVET, we have seen an opportunity for these learners who are into arts. And if you can look at most of exhibitors here, it's kids from TVET. And we are happy that at least something is happening. You also want to unearth talent, because one of the things that we must look and tap into, it is the talent. It can't be that the government can only look into your formal employment. You also want to look into things like your entrepreneurial students. You also want to look at the talent that they have as to how to unearth them. So we are quite happy to see them doing exhibitions of those in TVET, ceramic, painting, and this actually opens new doors for them.
Heritage is very important. We not only talk heritage when it is September. I mean, heritage is every day, where we see visitors from around other places or outside of the country coming here. And looking at Bloemfontein, it's got beautiful buildings that are sandstone buildings. Some of them we have seen they've been neglected. As the municipality, you are the custodian of some of these buildings. What do you do as the municipality? Some of these buildings obviously do not belong to the municipality, but what sort of engagement do you have to ensure that you preserve those buildings for posterity?
One of the things that the executive mayor did, it is to make sure that we interact with as many establishments as possible, that is your stakeholders, because some of the things that we would want to do, like if you look at Arthur Nathan, which is one of the most historical buildings, we would want to partner with the private establishments. If you look at Oliewenhuis, we are busy with the process of making it an international heritage building. So there are a number of things that we are trying to bring into the table. One of the things that we're looking into is partnership, because the city cannot actually afford to do all these things at the go on its own. So you want to involve as many people, as many stakeholders as possible, and make sure that you elevate, you renovate, you refurbish these establishments that are there. If you look at the bridge from the Central University of Technology to President Brand, those are some of the areas that we're looking at improving with the sole vision of ensuring that we enhance our tourism products, but also work with different stakeholders and different spheres of government.
That is Kondile Kedama, the spokesperson for the Mangaung Municipality, explaining some of the work that they'll be doing in terms of the agreements that they've signed with various stakeholders. And it's part of heritage. You can see behind me, earlier in the morning when we arrived here, the weather was not permitting, but now it looks like it's improving, and members of the community are coming here just to, see what is in store for them, what they can get in terms of art that is on display. And the place opened at 10 o'clock. And for those who are at home, they are still left with some time just to come here and be part of the activities.